Hey, Dee.
Yeah, Dino.
Did I ever tell you about Podcoin?
No.
Well, Podcoin is this cool new app that basically pays you to listen to podcasts.
What?
Yeah. Before you get excited and quit your job,
Okay.
it doesn't pay you like that.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're not going to have a second income or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
But it will get you a couple of, like, gift cards to, Starbucks or
What?
something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. And even if you don't, want to take the rewards cards, you can donate the money that you generate to charity.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool. Basically, all you do is you go to your app store for your phone and you search for Podcoin, you download it, look for your favorite podcast like the Shiznit Show.
Right.
Go ahead and start listening, and as you listen, you will start earning reward points.
What?
On top of all that, if you put in our promo code RedRock, when you first sign up, you'll get 300 points right off the bat.
Wow. So I download the app, I listen and collect points and earn gift cards, but when I sign up, I get an extra 300 points?
Yep. And that's not all.
What?
Yep. If you look
There's more?
There's more. If you look in their bonus section or a bonus show, which is a show that's being featured on Podcoin, like the Shiznit Show, you will get 1.5 times credit that you normally get for listening to the regular shows.
Wow.
So it's really great.
So I get bonus points for listening to a show that I'm already listening to.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. I'm downloading it. Is it in my Play Store?
It is.
I'm going to get it.
If you're not listening to the Shiznit Show on Podcoin, what are you doing with your life?
What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the RedRock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the RedRock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young G's, etc. Dino Red said he loves the intellectual. Dizzy never hesitate. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear and still weighing heavy. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fuck with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is ill influence. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the RedRock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I am your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dijon Monique.
What's up, world? It's your girl.
And the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lily is not here with us this week. Yeah, big sad, big boo.
Yeah, it's okay, though.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He was he on vacation, right?
He's in Chicago at a wedding.
Yeah, so
somebody was listening to my...
somebody took some pointers off your segment, huh? Snagged them somebody, huh?
Yes.
I hear you, Didi. Go ahead, take that credit.
I will.
Take that credit. I ain't mad at you.
So somebody must have been listening to my dating advice and got that ring.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
It wasn't me, though, but somebody.
Your time is coming.
Yes.
It's coming. It's coming. So what's been up with you, Didi?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm in here. You see, I got 2 beverages this morning. I got coffee and a Perrier water because it was Marilyn's birthday yesterday. Yay! Shout out Marilyn.
Shout out to Marilyn. Happy birthday to you.
One of my good friends from the Bad Wives Club. It was her birthday, and we went out.
Right, the Bad Wives Club. That's so funny.
I know.
So funny. No. Well, real quick, I'd like to go ahead and welcome in the Castbox Live audience who's checking us out live. Thank you for joining us this morning. And Dee Dee is in the chat with you guys. So
yes,
you guys,
I am.
You can hit her. She's multitasking.
I am. I just went out there and reached out to y'all.
She got mad skills like that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And shout out to those listening to us on Beat Break Radio, 87 FM in Atlanta, where music and talk radio lives.
Yeah,
Shout out to the whole Beat Break Radio family.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of love from them.
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
what's up.
Sean Garvey and the gang, and Mr. Moody, my big brother. He's Jeff is Moody. He's been a big supporter of mine from way ever since I started, pretty much.
Wow, okay.
And that's those good people over there. I still haven't really connected with most of those people there on a personal level yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Me
There's
too.
a lot of personalities over there. G Wade and Kia Baxter and a whole lot of great shows over there, and seemingly like great people just from listening to their shows.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
definitely a good feeling to be a part of this warm family.
But Jeff, I know personally, like I said, my big brother, and even though we're the same age, and and Sean Garvey, the man behind it all, I've had a lot of interactions with him, and he's a really great guy.
That's good. That's what's
so
up.
shout out to you guys, and thanks again for having us and welcome us into the family and being part of the team. But oh my God, so
dun dun dun.
oh my God, you guys know the drama.
Dino got robbed.
Dino got robbed. Dino has so much drama that I'm. I was talking to my nephew about it, this latest thing that happened, and he was like, "Well, at least you got more content for the show." And I was like, "You know what, bruh? I mean, normally, we run this show with being 100. We all transparent.
Right.
We all, we share our weaknesses and our strengths and our flaws and everything.
Yeah.
I tell you guys when I'm having problems with my marriage, all of that.
Everything.
But at the same time, I'm always a little guarded or careful about keeping it balanced.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people want. A lot of people. I get. You know what? I think the most communication I get about the show is people liking to hear our personal stuff. You know what I mean? We get compliments about our chemistry and the show itself, but they really like when they hear stories about Pip's roommates and Don and Jack. Yes, they love Jack's stories. Jack is, Jack and Don stories are like up here, like highest on the list.
I got one.
So I know people, but at the same time, I never want to be, even though we talk about bad things and real things or whatever, I like to keep it balanced, and I don't want to bring the show down, and I don't want this to become the Dino Red Bad Luck Diaries.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The depression show.
Yeah. So
depression show.
Right.
Shiznit show.
Right. So with that in mind, we're not gonna dwell on
but it's
last
real.
Week, but
it happens to people. People get robbed. It happens. So I'm sure people can relate to you.
And people can probably relate to having a bad run of one thing after another, after another. That's where I am in my life right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a hard month for me.
Wow, yeah.
Like one thing after a lot of things with work going on. But work's been continuously bad for a long time.
Yes, Jessica asked me last night. She something happened that was just so out of the norm. Somebody from our past just popped up out of nowhere, like one of our old girlfriends that we don't really talk to anymore, popped up. And she looked out the window and she said, "Is it a full moon? Is Mercury and Gatorade? What is happening right now?"
It's Mercury and Gatorade.
She said, "I thought Mercury was out of Gatorade." I'm telling you,
That's
been
funny.
like that. It's been like that this month.
I asked my shrink, like, did I, in a former life, club baby seals to death or something? Like, because I haven't done anything in this life that bad to get all this.
The inventor of styrofoam.
So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I must have did something in the last life that just really, I don't know what. But so less than a week after I got robbed, a couple of days, in fact, got robbed on like Saturday-ish, Friday night-ish, Saturday morning-ish. Wednesday, my wife was in a horrible car accident. Yeah. Some fool ran a stop sign. She had 2 witnesses, thank God for that. And our car and his car was totaled. She ended up T-boning the guy. And both cars were totaled.
She's okay though.
She went to the hospital. Thank God for my in-laws which is why last week I was saying I didn't want to, because they're great. They show up when we need them, and they showed up. And they picked Danya up from school because, Danya just started school way on the other side of town. Now we don't have a car to get her to and from. And like I said, one thing after another. And they picked Danya up from school. And this is why I wanted Danya to have a phone when she started that school, because she's getting that age. She'll be 11 in a couple weeks. Her birthday's next Saturday, next Monday.
Right.
Next Monday. We're celebrating her birthday, but her birthday is October 8th.
Right. The party.
And right. But I wanted to give her a phone on her first day of school, but the burglars stole her phone.
Oh, wow.
So now we have to wait 4 months until my contract is up, and I'll pass down to her my old phone, my current phone, and I'll get a new one. But yeah, I had saved a couple of. She actually had choices. I saved a couple of my older phones that were paid for in full. And they were good smartphones. And I was going to give her a choice of either one of those two, or she could have the one. She could wait a few months and have the one that I have now.
Right.
It was up to her.
Oh my God!
But they stole my backup phones and my phones I have for Danya. So yeah, so my daughter was at school without any way for me to communicate to her that there was an emergency going on. I tried calling the main line at school, but I couldn't get through.
That's really hard to get through.
I couldn't get through.
Surprisingly.
She made it into the after school program, and there's a direct number for the teacher in charge of that, but everything just started. I didn't have it yet. You know what I mean? So there was no way for me to connect with her. Anyway, they took my wife to the hospital. There's nothing broken, nothing showed up on x-rays, but she's hella sore, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And the thing is, my wife just had a car accident that was a little bit more than a fender bender about 2 years ago. My wife is really delicate. I call her Mrs. Glass.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah, she's very fragile. I treat her like a
little flower.
I treat her like what do you call those things? Those things that you a knick-knack. You know what I mean? Tchotchke. Yeah, a tchotchke or a knick-knack or something. She's real fragile. So, and she's just getting over that accident from 2 years ago. And now, bam, she's back. So she's really sore, and she's not. We hadn't even started putting the house back together yet, which means that all lands on me now because she's laid up. We can't get a rental car through our insurance that's covered. Until we can go out and buy a car.
Oh, that's good.
But her doctor put her on bed rest for a week.
So she can't even drive.
So there's no sense of getting a rental car right now. So we'll wait a week until she's off of bed rest. Then we'll go get a rental car and then, get a new car. But yeah. So
wow.
It just keeps, and I could go on. I can go on and on, but I'm not. It's enough. That's enough.
Oh, my God. I was not expecting that.
I know
I
you
thought you
weren't.
was going to say raccoons got in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I wish.
Just when I was halfway done cleaning,
it was just some
now
raccoons.
I got to start all over.
Yeah, no. And so I've just been, I haven't had a lot of time to really work on, to help put the house back together because of all these emergencies, and then
I'm sure that's the last thing you
with the stuff
going
on with work. Well, I mean, you have to get it together to some extent. I finally put the kitchen and the bathrooms together so we could at least those the rooms where you gotta have room. Yeah, they were not even functional, but now the kitchen's to the point. I got up was it yesterday morning? I got up at Saturday morning like 3, and just put the whole kitchen together. Just washed all the dishes and everything and just unwrapped everything and got it all squared away so that now I can actually cook in there. And then I used Instacart for the groceries.
Yeah.
So, and it's a good service, but it's a little more expensive.
Right.
But, and in emergencies, that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Well, not, it's there for whatever you want it for, but, hey, that's what I used it for.
That's why we use the hack. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I was able to do our grocery shopping online and do all that stuff, and so
at least technology makes
so it's
it
just
a little
between
bit
going to work, cooking, cleaning, and then even on my days off, I'm doing work related stuff, whatever, to try to get this promotion and interviews and all that, and it's just I am Just going.
You above the moon. You want some of this coffee right here?
You know, I need something, man.